every breath that we take, if you are taking it properly, it is God's grace and His mercy. People of this world, they think that all these things go on just like that. But for every believer, every breath that we take, every time, brother, every minute we blink 20 times, our eyes, and the eyelids don't get stuck. You know why? Because there is a small film of tear always coming in the eye. Not the tears that we shed, but a small film of tear keeps coming on the eye inside, so these eyelids don't get stuck. It's a marvel of God, nothing else. If that has to happen, we do not even realize it, isn't it? Unless something goes wrong, unless a small speck of dust falls into the eye, then we realize, something is wrong with our eyes, some problem is there, we need to clear that thing. But God, I was talking about that pediatric cardiologist who was my roommate. He says the valves of a newborn, it is so very thin, the valves that are there in the heart, so very thin, and it keeps 24 hours, it keeps working. All these valves of that child. He does postmortem on children who die or infants who die. And he says that you can't even see it with your naked eyes. You have to put it under the microscope, then you can see it properly. And when you think about all the gadgets that men make or people make, technologies and all those things, there is a time period all this goes, it gets rusted or batteries get weak and all that. But a man who lives for 80 years or 70 years without any problem in his heart, that valve keeps repeatedly, 24 hours, 72 or 100 times a minute, it is beating. The marvels of God are so many. David says that when I sleep at night, I think about all these things, but when I wake up in the morning, I'm still thinking about the greatness of God. If you are going through a challenge, remember that David went through many challenges, but then God, was with him. He trusted in God, and he says that because God delighted in me, He delivered me and He brought me into a large place.